So what the heck is POTS syndrome? Well, hey y'all, what's up internet people? Are y'all ready? Today we're fixing to dive into the magical, mysterious, chaotic, and sometimes downright comical world of POTS. Now, if I had $1 for every time somebody squinted at me and said, wait, what in tarnation is POTS? I'd have enough money to buy stock in Gatorade and keep myself knee-deep in Ruffles for the rest of my natural life. So grab your sweet tea, don't stand up too fast, and let's take this little journey together. Strap in, sugars, it's going to be a bumpy ride. So what exactly is POTS? POTS stands for Postural Orthostatic Tachycardia Syndrome. Now that's just a big old string of doctor words that boil down to my body stages a full-on protest every time I done stand up. Postural, it happens when you change position, like laying down to standing up. Orthostatic, that's just a fancy way of saying upright. And tachycardia, your heart goes faster than a coon dog chasing a rabbit. And syndrome, bless your heart, it's a big old bag of mixed symptoms. Translation, my body don't quite know how to handle gravity. Now most folks, when they stand up, their blood vessels tighten to keep blood flowing to their noggin. Mine, my circulation just shrugs. Nah, we'll see if it happens if we just don't. Blood pools in my legs, my brain starves for oxygen, and my heart goes into NASCAR mode to overcompensate. Now here's a quick science lesson. POTS lives in the land of dysautonomia. That's when the autonomic nervous system, which is your body's autopilot, goes haywire. Normally it controls your heart rate, your blood pressure, your digestion, and even how much you sweat without you even thinking about it. Mine? Well, it's like a raccoon crawled up into a cockpit, cracked open an energy drink, and started pressing random buttons. Sure, the plane's still just flying, but it's looping, swooping, and scaring the daylights out of the passengers. Doctors say you get POTS if your heart rate jumps by 30 beats per minute within 10 minutes of standing, 40 for teenagers. And you don't have a big drop in blood pressure like in the regular fainting disorders. Me? My heart used to shoot up to 180, 190, even 200 just from standing up just to get a drink. That ain't even I ran a marathon. That's, oh look, I laid down and I'm standing up. Imagine training for the Olympics every single time you need a biscuit. It's exhausting. POTS is like walking into an all-you-can-eat buffet, but instead of fried chicken and peach cobbler, it's just a plate of chaos. Dizziness, vertigo, like gravity turned into a rodeo bull. Fainting or near fainting. Surprise naps in Walmart ain't fun, y'all. Nausea and stomach's a mess, like your belly's gone on strike, because why would digestion work normally? Migraines, and we're talking skull-rattling, drum-circle-in-your-head type migraines. Brain fog, forgetting words, appointments, or why you're even standing in the kitchen. Fatigue, tired, clear down to the bone, like you're made of wet noodly-doodlies. And temperature drama, freezing cold one second and hotter than a dang jalapeno the next. Shaky hands, chest pain, shortness of breath. Basically, your body's trying out for every hospital drama on TV. And the kicker? You don't get to choose. Every morning, it's like spinning the wheel of misfortune. Congratulations! Today you win nausea, brain fog, and legs made of jello. Good luck. There's a flavor of POTS, a few different types. Kind of like a Baskin-Robbins of misery. There's neuropathic, which is nerves in your legs ain't squeezing the blood vessels like they should, so blood pools down yonder, making them look all like a lava lamp. There's hyperadrenergic, your adrenaline's stuck in overdrive, shaky hands, racing heart. There's hypovolemic, not enough blood volume running on empty, and secondary. It comes from another condition, allostomal syndrome, which is EDS, autoimmune disease, or even after a viral infection. Hello, long COVID. Me, I'm the sampler platter. A little bit of everything. Bless it. Oh, and I got EDS too and a whack of other lovelies, but sugars, that's a story for another day. Now here's the kicker. POTS ain't rare, it's just rarely diagnosed. Approximately 0.2% of the general population is affected by POTS, mostly women between 13 and 50, and men do have it. But since you can't see it, folks write it off as anxiety, panic attacks, or being lazy. Put your thumbs up if a doctor's ever said it's all in your head. Yeah, newsflash, it's in your nervous system, darling, not your imagination. And here's a little bit of history. POTS was officially described in 1993, which means it's younger than the Backstreet Boys. Now, before that, back in the 1940s, it was called things like soldier's heart or effort syndrome. Basically, folks fainted and doctors just said women were hysterical. Real helpful, huh? Now, thanks to more research and long COVID, people are finally talking about POTS. Took us a hot minute, but we're getting there. One baby step at a time. Getting POTS in your teens or 20s is like getting smacked in the face with a dirty trout. College, careers, traveling, honey, even standing in line at Starbucks feels like flirting with the Undertaker, okay? The emotional toll's heavy. Depression, because your world shrinks overnight. Anxiety, because you wake up not knowing what you're going to feel like. An identity crisis, because you don't feel like your dang self no more. But here's the silver lining. You get tough. You adapt. You laugh at the absurdity. You celebrate the little wins, like showering without blacking out, or making supper without needing a nap marathon. That's superhero stuff, y'all. And there's no cure. There's just management. Salt and fluids. Hydration's your best friend. Compression gear. Sock leggings. Kinda make you look like a sausage, but you survive like a champ. Exercise, slow, careful, usually sitting down first. And meds, beta blockers, floral, it's a whole pharmacy grab bag, and half of which I can't pronounce, so we're not going to go there. And some lifestyle hacks, shower chairs, cooling vests, sleeping with your head raised, mobility aids, walkers, wheelchairs, canes, and yes, sugars, I make them fabulous. On average, it takes years to get diagnosed. Most of us see a pile of doctors who wave us off with, "You're just stressed, sweetheart." Meanwhile, you're crawling to the bathroom like a possum in distress. Finally, finding a doctor who knows POTS feels like hitting the lottery. Except instead of $1 million, you get validation, a prescription for salt tablets, and maybe even a disabled parking pass. But life with POTS is one big strategy game. Grocery shopping, hydrate first, plan your route like a Navy SEAL. Showers, sitting down only, or you'll be praying on that tile. Social events, pre-game with electrolytes, or you'll be horizontal halfway through. It's unpredictable, it's ridiculous, but you learn to adapt. You celebrate the tiny victories and laugh at the rest. So there you have it, y'all. POTS, the condition that makes standing up an extreme sport. It's scary, it's wild, it's absolutely exhausting, and it's quite absurd. But it also shows just how strong you really are. If you got POTS, you're a warrior fighting gravity. If you don't, now you know why I look like I ran a marathon when all I did was butter some toast, or make this dang video. If this made you laugh, or maybe made you feel a little less alone, hit that like, subscribe, follow, ring the bell, whatever button works. And if you want to hear my full POTS story, check out the video up on my page. It's floating up yonder. Till then, stay hydrated, stay salty, and most importantly, stay positive. Catch y'all legends in the next one.